Hello, hello, and welcome back to Last Pixel Standing and our new series, Attack on Titan. It is an amazing game. It's a lot more fast-paced and a lot more action-oriented than the games I've had on the channel before, but I absolutely love games like this as well. Now, it's kind of like taking Dynasty Warriors but mixing it with the Attack on Titan series in the fact that it has some of the elements of the Dynasty Warrior games, but it has a lot of unique gameplay elements and mechanics that just don't exist within those games. Now, I also will tell you right now, my computer's a little older than some of the other YouTube gaming computers. I dropped the graphics down just a little bit, so it's not as beautiful as it possibly could be, to avoid frame drop rates, as much as humanly possible. So if you catch a few, whatever, but it should be just fine. So also, some of the controls, they did not change the tutorials to represent PC controls, but I'm using a keyboard in order to play, which most people prefer using a controller of some sort. I've found that as long as you learn the mapping for the PC controls, they're just as good. But without further ado, we'll get into it. And of course, I'll be a little bit more quiet during the cinematics, but I love this series, and I love Dynasty Warrior games, so let's get into it and enjoy the ride. Attack mode, the story mode of the whole series here. So we are introduced to the story of Attack on Titan, which I've seen the whole anime, I've read all the manga up until the recent one, so I know the story very well, and it is brilliant. Now, this does, of course, not fully cover the entirety of the events of the series, but it does a damn good job. And it also adds adds parts into it that didn't exist in the series due to the fact that, they needed a couple more action sequences, more fights. Here we go. So of course this is the beginning of the series where, the Colossal Titan is attacking the district in which the main characters, Eren, Mikasa, they live there with their family. And the Titans completely take over. And see, as they explain, there's 3 great walls that protect humanity from the Titans. And after the attack, they lost the first wall and required them to, come back. Like, try to save as many people as possible and retreat within wall rows. And there's even all the little info here. The three gigantic walls that surround humanity's domain. Each wall is named after a goddess. The outermost wall is known as Wall Maria. The middle wall is named Wall Rose. And the innermost wall is known as Wall Sina. The royal capital, where the aristocracy lives, is located in the center of the walls. Each of three walls has protrusions where cities have been built to the north, south, east, and west. The walls are approximately 50 meters tall and are armed with wall-mounted artillery operated by the garrison regiment. Now, also, to understand from a logistical standpoint, the small cities, the districts that protrude out from the walls, are there for defensive capability. They are the first line of defense for the main wall. If a Titan is going to attack, they're going to attack the closest area, and therefore creating one district that protrudes out a little bit will focus Titan attacks on that one area so that a mounted defense can be on that one area.
あれから2年、志願しなくを出た3人は第104期の訓練兵となり、教官に鍛えられる毎日を送っていた。
どうした？第104期訓練兵団。ここには役立たずしかいないのか？立体起動装置を扱えない奴はおとりにも使えん。
I love Keith.
他の連中も聞いておけ。今の貴様らはせいぜい巨人の餌になるしかないただの家畜。そんな貴様らに我々が巨人と戦う術を叩き込んでやっているのだ。餌のまま死にたくなければ必死に食らいついてこい。次、用意はいいか？
この装置を使いこなせるようになれば巨人どもなんて敵じゃない。俺は強くなる。巨人を一匹残らず駆逐してやる。
He's always so angry. He always looks like he's constipated, to be honest. But so do a lot of anime heroes, and I'm a big fan of anime. Oh. Well, there's one of those frame rate drops. Probably because things move so fast with things. But moving X is J in this game. And of course, you can move around with the WASD as normal. And then K is the air boost. And if you learn to manipulate them, the air boosts, the grappling, everything you have in this game, you can effectively be just as good as you are with a controller. It's not that big of a deal. So we've made it to the field. Now, in an open field, you can't grip much. The omnidirectional gear requires a surface in order to grab onto, because it has these little pitons, which, if you don't know what those are, pitons are what, like, cliff climbers will use in order to anchor themselves within the rock face. And so these are basically like giant cannons for pitons with steel wire, and they fly around on them. But see, in this field, we don't really have anything to grab onto. The trees are a little bit further away. The rock face of the of the little valley is too far away to grab onto, so that's a thing. But so you switch combat mode, which is O on the computer, and if you fire, you can grip onto a Titan themselves. So they are in reference, because they're big enough anyways, they are your place to anchor your piton. And you can also rush, which when you're, latched on to somebody, K, which is the mid-air boost, becomes a rush. You use the same fuel that you use in order to boost yourself mid-air to rush at the Titan. And then, of course, toggling between the different body parts to pick whatever part of the Titan you want. However, the small Titans only have one, and that's the nape of the neck, in which they are weakest. The bigger ones, though, you'll be able to go against limbs, including the nape. So, the really tough ones, they will protect the nape of their neck, so they can't be killed. Rah. And I is the attack. So we fire the anchor, and then charge forward and attack just at the right time. And boom, we got him. So these little Titan dummies are our main objective at the moment anyways. Keith is the classic, military drill instructor. And see, like, this is a larger Titan. Oh. Sorry. Wow. Okay. One sec. Oh, yeah. T will bring you up on the selected body parts. And I think it's G will bring you down. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I played. I played this a good bit when it first came out. Like I said, the controls for the PC take a little bit to get used to, but eventually you'll get it. Especially since, the fact is that they don't tell you what they are right off the bat because it's using controller schemes. So the logistics people, when you're near them, you resupply all your items, which is, gas, blades. And they'll run out, flying through the air, especially boosting, is going to become an issue. Oh yeah. It was... Crap. Oh my god. Tell me. Oh yeah. L. I'm an idiot. Okay. Sorry. L is the B button, basically, when you're doing this. And so you're scrolling through here with 1 or 3, and then when you select, you press 2, and you will switch your items out and renew your fuel source or get new blades. So let's go. We got the whole regiment here. As you can see, they're all the named characters from the series, and they are going to be in a giant contest to see who can get the most Titans, or rather, who can get the most Titan, fake Titans, stand-up cardboard Titans. Woo. Ah, yeah. So you gotta go fast in here to try to be first of the Titan killing class. Because Aaron wants to be part of the scout regiment. And in this game, to properly do everything, you gotta get right on it. You have to quick select all the different things. As you can see, it gets a little woozy with some of the camera angles, but that's just because the characters are running around as so fast. Hey, Mina, no, that's my Titan. Like, everybody's showing up to try to kill this one. Bam!
お前らしいな。でも今回は競争なんだ。
Oh
お互い頑張ろうぜ。
And so we go into slow-mo once we hit a Titan. And take it out. Boom.
余計なことはすんなよな。お前はお前で全力を尽くせよ。
And we are out of fuel, but I placed myself getting low on fuel right here because we got a logistics dude. I always find it weird. It's like when they take off, it's like the ultimate hip thrust of all time. I always wondered how, with that much force, if you are getting pulled forward with that much force straight from the hip, how do they have a hip left? Like, shouldn't that just pull their entire hip right out of socket? But it is anime, so they probably just have super resilient body parts or something. Who knows? But the omnidirectional gear is actually quite a nice and brilliant piece of technology that even the manga and the anime have explanations for. Like, they actually have schematics and things like that to show, oh, this is how it works. Even though it is a fake technology, one that doesn't exist for us in the real world at the time, it is most likely something that if enough work was put into it, you know, they'd be able to pull it off. Problem is we don't exactly have any reason to do it in the real world. We don't exactly have giant titans coming after us. Boom! And mission success. We got it! We got it, boys! We got it! We got it! And of course, you know, since I actually knew how to go around, I got #1. Top of class. In reality, in the anime, Eren is not exactly top of class. Mikasa is. And Armin's pretty much bottom of class. Except for in writing and tests.
対人格闘術ならライナーに負けねえけどな。お前だって兄に投げ飛ばされてた。
なんならまた投げ飛ばしてあげるよ。兄はいつもクールだな。
対人格闘術なんて点数にならねえんだ。どうだっていいさ。
じゃあそんなに点数が大事かよ。
当たり前だろ。憲兵団に志願できるのは成績上位10人だけなんだ。俺たちは真面目に訓練。
So you got Jean and Marco right there.
いや、僕は何のための訓練だと思ってんだ、クズが。なんだと？二人とも。
And that's Berthold.
巨人から遠ざかることって考えてねえ兵士なんている意味ねえだろ。
Oh, he's so pissed.
お前みてえな死に急ぎ野郎とは違うんだよ。
エレン、やめて。
おい、じゃあ。
If I had to furrow my brow like 24/7 like that, I think I'd be a little cranky too. But technically it's because he's cranky that it's furrowed all the time.
この世から巨人を駆逐する。
その後も第104期訓練兵たちは厳しい訓練を耐え抜き、卒業の日が近づいていった。
And that finishes off the first mission there. A lot of it is story, obviously. and you're rated and get points and everything else depending on a lot of things. Obviously, missions completed. Whenever a green like smoke signal or an objective specifically for that level shows up, that's part of the missions completed that is in the actual outcome breakdown. And then you subjugations, how many Titans did you kill? And battle time, obviously, the time that it took you to finish the mission. And it's not always 100% obvious what any of these are going to be from level to level. All of them have different missions. Usually you have to get every last one done to get an S. Subjugations, it really depends, but for the most part, I think you almost have to kill every last Titan in the level to get a full S rating. And for battle time, that's up in the air. Really depends on the level in general. You'll never be able to just specifically go, I need to get under, I need to get under 10 minutes to finish this level, or else I don't get an S rating. And that's, that's basically the gist of it. But that finishes up this level. And this part, Aaron levels up, and then after you've leveled up, you have both regiment and soldier skill. Regiment, obviously, here it says, causes new equipment to appear in camp and unlocks new equipment for development. And then soldier skill unlocks new abilities for that specific character. So let's get out of here. Special equipment developed is now possible with equipment supply station. And he just got swoop. And see, these are also a thing. It shows you like how many regiment funds. By being victorious in battle, additional rewards can also be gained by subjugating many Titans. Regiment funds are used for purposes such as developing new equipment in camp. And so you have the 3 medals, which are the level of subjugation. Like, complete subjugation is the best you can do. That is the gold medal. That's if you literally just went in, killed it without having a attack fail or getting grabbed or anything. Those are the medals. And then, of course, for the base rewards for your base score and the subjugation, depending on how many people, you'll also get items. And those items are required for certain upgrades. And then, of course, money, the funds itself. So here are the materials. You can earn materials by being victorious in battle. Additional materials can also be gained by destroying Titan parts during battle. Materials are used for purposes such as developing new equipment in camp, as I said. But yes, restorative has been added to items usable in battle. Now, restorative is the, it gets your health back if you've been grabbed, hit, any such thing, right? So we're getting into the next level here, and I'm not sure. I think before we do that, I think I'm going to call this first episode an end. It was an introduction explaining the world that they're in, explaining the main characters who've come in, which obviously is Eren Yeager and Mikasa Ackerman. They didn't really go over their last names, but those are their last names. And of course, Armin. Armin is the blonde kid, and he is their best friend, and the 3 of them were in the district attacked in the opening cinematic, and you'll learn more about that over time. But for now, I'm going to end it here, so we don't get into a whole new mission and have to stop anywhere in between. I'm going to try to do that as best as possible, end with the end of some mission. But, for now, as always, would you kindly subscribe if you could, like if you would. I'll see you next time on Last Pixel Standing and Attack on Titan. Bye-bye.